60 seconds.
So I'm thinking that after work we should head down, get a 6 or a Z.
Slap a jelly on that.
10-4, Mavis.
So I was making up Smitty the other day, and I just pulled these 3 great big hairs out of his mole, and I thought to myself, just keep them.
Hey, my name's Raul. I need to know how many people do we have for this edition of You Don't Know Jack. Okay, super. 1 player. Go ahead and type in your name.
I mean, I sometimes get a little...
Oh, yeah. Do you want a 7-question tournament-length game or a full 21-question full? Oh, boy.
Because this is TV.
30 seconds.
Your buzzer is the letter B, as in Brady. Very Brady.
20 seconds.
If you're going to have an ant farm in the studio, there are precautions you have to take.
All right, listen up. As soon as you think you know the answer to a question, buzz in. Then you have to hit the number that corresponds to the answer you want. You got that?
10 seconds.
Good
9,
luck.
8, 7,
And
6,
get rid of the death
5,
drop.
4,
Let's go to black.
3.
Acquaintances, Thursday nights, followed by Caroline in prison.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide.
Well, I see you're playing You Don't Know Jack TV all by yourself. Well, don't be embarrassed. Laugh track will be provided. This is it. Just you. I hope you appreciate this. All right, let's go. Time to pick a category.
Question 1 is taped before a live studio audience.
We're calling this one Jack Webb and the Lost Generation. $2,000 for a correct answer. Think fast. It's question time. Which of the following Hemingway-esque sentences is not in the opening of Dragnet? I'm a cop. I work here. This is the city. Or just the facts, ma'am. What do you say we check out the right answer? The opening of Dragnet does not include just the facts, ma'am. Although it would have been really interesting to see Hemingway write for Dragnet, because if there's one thing that show needs, it's more bullfighting. Give me a category. Coming at you. First banana, second banana, third banana, 4. I'm gonna give away $3,000 this time. All right, buzz in and pick the name that correctly completes this analogy. George Michael is to Andrew Ridgely as Tom Hanks is to who? Lee Majors, Michael Gross, Daryl Hannah, or Peter Scolari? The correct answer is, just like George Michael, Tom Hanks makes you think superstar. And just like George's Wham partner Andrew, Tom's bosom buddy's partner Peter Scolari makes you think, who? All right, I need a category.
This is question 3.
For your enjoyment, Tootie. I'm gonna make this one $1,000. Yeah, I bet you think you're real funny because you picked Tootie. Look at you, you're sitting there waiting for like rockets to come shooting out of your computer. Get over it. Suppose Tootie is replaced by the sitcom character. The main characters on that sitcom Car 54, Where Are You, are officers Muldoon and Tootie. And just so we understand each other, this is the last time that Officer Tootie will ever be the correct answer. Category, please.
Spotless window, shining floor, do it all with number 4.
Let's see what we got going. Oops, stupid. I got $2,000, says you don't know this one. Heads up, here it comes. If you were to reach for a container of low-fat yogurt, but instead grabbed some woe-fat yogurt, on whom or what would you... The archenemy of the police on Hawaii 5-0 is the criminal Woe-Fat. Book 'em, Dano. Throw me a category. All right, flesh, butt, spits, I'm poor.
It is time for our gibberish.
One gibberish category coming up. Musicians are sleazeballs. $5,000 sounds like a good place to start off this gibberish question. Now check this out. As the time disappears, so does the money. So the sooner you buzz in, the better. Okay, you buzz in when you can tell me what phrase does this rhyme with? Jazz Queen spawned VD. First clue, it's an often made claim. I'm not like the other guys. It's an often made claim to legitimize a... Yeah, do it. Start typing. You know, if I see some guy hawking a piece of crap on the street, I walk right by him. But if I see that same guy on TV at 3 in the morning, I can't get to my wallet fast enough. What's up with that? All right, pick a category.
Tonight's topic, 6 in the workplace.
This one's called, With Friends Like These, How Does $2,000 Sound? Flex those fingers, here it comes. If you combined the October 19th, 1953 episode of Arthur Godfrey and His Friends with Friends, what would you expect to see on the next must-see TV? Matt LeBlanc's underpants, Arthur accidentally punching Phoebe, the cast being fired on the air, or a test pattern for 30 minutes. On October 19, 1953, Arthur Godfrey fired Julius LaRosa live on the air. Yeah, rumor has it he was asking for $100,000 an episode. Give me a category.
Question 7 is dedicated to the men and women of trivia.
Today's specialties include your question, should you choose to accept it. Get this one right, you get $1,000. Okay, let's say you receive one of those mission tapes like they have on the show Mission Impossible. Which of these would you have exactly enough time to do between the end of the mission tape and the time that it self-destructs? Recount your knees, 1 per second. Catch 3 seconds of a Tony Robbins speech. Microwave a 5-second tofu power snack. Or reenact a 10-second space shuttle countdown. Does this ring a bell? The mission tapes on Mission Impossible always self-destruct in 5 seconds, just enough time to reheat some tofu. Of course, depending on the size of your microwave, heating times may vary, and whatever you do, don't put aluminum foil in there. Good luck, Jim. All right, I need a category. Here we have, I guess you don't know the way to San Jose. We're playing for $3,000 this time. And now, your question. Which of these places would the arrows on the famous signpost from MASH not help you find? A Thai restaurant in Bangkok, a karaoke bar in Tokyo, a nightclub in San Francisco, or a hot dog stand at Coney Island? That MASH signpost does not have an arrow pointing to Bangkok. But listen, if you go down the road, take a left, go straight for 2 miles, there's a Korean gas station attendant who can get you some great takeout from Peking. You just tell him Schmitty sent you. Time to pick a category.
We fill your tank and check your number 9.
I believe this one is called Thank God for Cable. You get it right, you get $2K. My brothers and sisters, can you answer me this? What does the 700 stand for in the 700 Club? The temperature in hell, the age of God, the original paying members, or Jesus' favorite number? The 700 stands for the 700 members who donated $10 a month to put the 700 Club on the air. I hear they actually fell 34 members short, but they thought that the 666 Club would be a little inappropriate. Category, please.
The following is a test of question 10. This is only a test.
Let's take a look at a long, strange TV show. You get it right, I'm putting you up $2,000. See what you can do with this one. Imagine Robinson Crusoe is picked up by a ship and thinks he is hallucinating because he sees mermaids on board. Which ship has picked him up? The Riptide, the USS Enterprise, the Love Boat, or the SS Minnow? Pow, right in the kisser. Here's the one the winners pick. In its last season, the Love Boat featured a group of performers called the Love Boat Mermaids in an attempt to save the show. And get this, one of the mermaids was played by an actress named Macarena. So, you know, it had to fail. That's the end of round 1. Don't touch that dial because we're going right into round 2. Now in round 2, every question is worth twice as much, so there's going to be some big cash moving around. Let's get to it. Throw me a category.
11, come on, girl. Good question.
And our special guest tonight, take another quantum leap of my heart, baby. 4,000 big ones for a right answer here. One question coming right up. Say you're getting it on with Sam from Quantum Leap. Oh, be still my heart. Considering the phrase Sam says to close each show, what might be his exclamation of choice as he gets more and more excited? Oh, boy. Zoinkers! Look out! Or, ah, hell. So you don't lose any sleep over it. Sam says, oh boy, every time he realizes what body he's leapt into, and that just happens to be at the end of every show. Yeah, better he shout, oh boy, than some other woman's name. Believe you me. All right, pick a category. Let's have a big warm welcome for so good. How does $4,000 grab you? All right, listen carefully and get ready to fill in the blank. I want... Joel, what are you doing?
I'm sorry, your delicious snack has arrived.
Joel, we're right in the middle of a show. That can wait.
I'm sorry, but you really ought to try this. It's some good stuff.
What is it? Let me see. Yeah. Hey, that's ooey gooey.
Rich and chewy?
Yeah, on the inside. But it's golden flaky.
Tender, cakey?
Exactly, on the outside. You know, if you wrap the inside on the outside...
Is it good?
Oh, darn tootin'. What is this delicious snack? This could do it. We're doing the Big Fig Newton.
One more time, Schmitty.
The Big Fig Newton.
Okay, now here's the tricky part.
What's that, the Big Fig Newton?
No, I can't get this door open.
Oh, turn the thing.
But,
now push.
Okay.
There you go.
All right.
Other one. There you go. All right, let's get back to the game. All right, I need a category.
Flash, we interrupt this game to bring you a special question.
The category is The Price Right. One right answer and you got $6,000 coming at you. Hey, did you know that the first TV commercial ever aired was a 10-second spot for Bulova watch time in 1941? It's true. And gee, guess what the question's about? If a Bulova watch cost $10 in 1941, how many would they have had to sell to cover the cost of that first commercial? 1, 10, 1,000, or 50,000? The first commercial ever aired only cost $9. Of course, that was back in the days when TVs only cost a nickel, and nobody watched them anyway because they had to go to bed at 4 in the afternoon so they could get up and plow the king's land the next day. Time to pick a category.
The kookiest digits you've ever seen. Together they're 14.
Open wide and get ready for, hey, cover that up. You get this one, you pocket $2,000. All right, imagine there's been a big government cover-up about the first appearance on Earth by the alien Mork from Ork. Because Mork first appeared on his or her show, who of the following would be the best person for the government to silence? Gilligan, Mel Sharples, Richie Cunningham, or Mindy McConnell? Let me show you what I would have picked. Mork made his first appearance on Happy Days, so Richie would be able to give you some key information. And while they're at it, maybe the government can whack Ralph and Potsy because, you know, they can get away with it. Give me a category. Hey, smart move, my friend. You just got your hands on a dis or dat. The category for this dis or dat question is educating Screech. Okay, then, I'm going to read off the names of... Okay, you've been through this. I'm just going to put your 30 seconds on the clock, then. It's showtime. 90210, are they in high school, college, or both? A different world. Square Peg. Boston Common. Happy Days. Head of the class. Last one, The Fetch. And that makes 7. 3 right or wrong. Why do I bother sometimes? All right, you gonna make this up to me? All right, pick a category. Well, what do we have here? I promise Richard Dawson is not the right answer. You get a right answer, you're walking away with $4 grand. Okay, we're gonna do this question in like a Family Feud motif, all right? You gotta buzz in and type the most popular answer to get the cash for this question. You got it? Here we go. We asked 100 people we found hanging around the studio to name a TV game show host. Type in what you think the #1 response was. Come on. Give me Bob Barker. No, Bob only comes in 3rd with 21 mentions. Nice try, love. Give us a kiss. Let's see which TV game show host the most people named.
Alex Trebek!
28 people said Alex Trebek, which makes a lot of sense. Most of the losers who hang around this studio spend their lunch hours watching High Rollers. You know, at least you can get a good craps game in. Throw me a category.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good night. Thank you.
God
Thank
bless.
you. You're beautiful.
For your viewing pleasure, watch where you swing that pickaxe. I'll give you 4,000 clams for this bad boy. See if you can wrap your skull around this. Say you're mining for gold, but you accidentally strike the hosts of solid gold with your pickaxe instead. What kind of jewelry will you not be able to make? A 24-karat Rick Dees ring, a 24-karat Marilyn McCoo necklace, a 24-karat Adrian Zmed watch, or a pair of 24-karat Dionne Warwick earrings. No, Marilyn McCoo was only the longest-running host of Solid Gold. Run along now. Here's the one you didn't pick. Adrian Zmed never hosted Solid Gold, but be careful, that watch could give you dance fever or a migraine headache. Category, please.
You know what? You're playing great. I'll stop bugging you now. You know what? Actually, just one more question. Question 18.
The category is making vehicles for vehicle makers. How does $2,000 sound? You know what amazes me? How many cars out there have the same names as TV shows? Check this out. If a U.S. car company decided to sponsor a non-fiction program, which of the following shows might you see? Chevrolet presents Beretta, Dodge presents The Avengers, Chevy presents Nova, or Ford presents The Thunderbirds. Chevrolet had a car called a Nova, which is also the name of that PBS documentary program. But the show I'm waiting for is Yugo presents Piece of Crap. Give me a category.
Minty cool, minty fresh 19.
Shake hands with Be All That You Can Beeb. Heads up, this one's gonna be $6,000. You know what's really nice? On the Andy Griffith Show, when Aunt Bee gives Andy a little advice. I know I learn a lot. How about you? Imagine an episode where Andy Taylor seeks advice from Auntie Beeb. From what source would Andy get a little homespun common sense? A British TV network, a cable scrambler, a test pattern. Auntie Beeb is a loving British nickname for the BBC, so Andy would be getting wisdom courtesy of the British Broadcasting Corporation. Of course, if Auntie Beeb offers Andy any of her British food, Andy might regret being the sheriff without a gun. Because you see, British food is notoriously bad, and you might want to shoot yourself before you had to eat any of it. Just wanted to clear that up. Did I tell you we're coming out with a UK version of the game? All right, I need a category.
Question 20 now concludes its broadcast day.
This category is known as We're Putting the Band Back Together. 4K coming your way for a right answer. Hey kids, it's Howdy Doody time. Several TV shows have had their theme songs hit #1 on the Billboard Pop Singles chart. If the show's cast decided to form their own bands, which band would you not see? Sonny Crockett and the Miami Brass, the Notorious SWAT, the Trippin' Daisy Dukes, or the Sweat Hog 5? Why didn't you pick this one? Waylon Jennings' theme to the Dukes of Hazzard only made it to number 21 before falling off the pop charts. So, no Trippin' Daisy Dukes, which is really too bad. I mean, talk about a group made for MTV. Yeah, baby. Time to pick a category. Well, you've made it to the Jack Attack. Here's the deal. If you... Oh, well, someone's been attacked before. Let's see how much you've learned. Here's your clue. The cause of your condition. Now, let's see how somebody in your condition does at this Jack Attack. I couldn't have done a better job myself, because I wouldn't have played by myself. I would have found something else to do, you know? Now, but seriously, player one, and this isn't easy for me to say.
You don't know. That's a wrap, folks. Give yourselves a little pat on the back. And Raul, are we doing another one of these?
Hey there, player. Congratulations on making the high scoreboard. Some people like to call it the high scoreboard. I prefer to call it the scoreboard, which is high. It's all semantics. If you'd like to play again, let me know.
Nature don't apply.
Then it turned into this weird kind of pit bull cat thing.
And the mechanized world fails you.
I kept turning the key and the car just wouldn't start, and I was so late to work.
And there's no place to hide.
I had to go on stage, and I didn't know any of my lines, and I was new.
Would you wake up in time?
America's scariest dream.
Find out